What is happening, YouTube and fellow knifeaholics? Or I guess in this case fellow flashaholics, because we're talking about flashlights instead of knives this time. And specifically we are talking about the classic Model 991 angle head flashlight that has been in use by the US military for over 50 years now. Even 60 years even. And I have here one of the older ones without the switch guards, made by Bright Star, that I found at an antique store just down the road in Alabama on Highway 98. And then I have here a couple of the newer ones made by Fulton. It's when they started putting the guards on either side of the switch, so that if you were in the army carrying this in the field, the switch wasn't snagging on stuff and accidentally turning the light on at the worst possible time. Possibly giving away your position to the wrong people. Ooh, that would have been bad, right? And what more can I say about this flashlight that a bunch of other people on YouTube haven't already said? It's tough, it's very, very waterproof, and just by the simple ability to point, or rather stand and point it where you need it. And now if you're outside working on the car in the middle of the night in the freezing cold, you don't have to get your son to come hold the flashlight for you anymore. You can just stand it on the driveway and point it where you need it. And so now let's talk about brightness. When you first get these use the old teardrop shaped PR6 bulb or PR2 bulb, whatever it's called. And that's one way these really lag behind between more modern style flashlights. Any one of those flashlights back there can put this thing to shame as far as brightness goes when you first get this. It's not all that bright. It can't be more than 30 lumens or so. It's not all that impressive. You don't turn it on and say, wow. You just say, oh. This is a light that does everything else right. And then in more recent times it has just kind of started lagging behind as LEDs have become more widely available and more powerful. Any one of those flashlights back there. There's my Convoy S2, which is almost 1,000 lumens. Those two mag lights there are the newer LED mag lights, which are close to 170 lumens, I think. Yeah, any one of those lights back there can put this one to shame. So, I did what I do best. I started aimlessly wandering the internet looking for an LED upgrade for an old flashlight like this. Searched eBay, I searched Amazon, and finally I think in a Google search I stumbled across the superbrightleds.com, and yeah, we're going to kind of plug this site where I got this, but oh well. I found this little beauty right here, and I have here, or at least I thought I did. Where did I put it? Oh. I have here a PR6 bulb for comparison, and then this little LED upgrade that I got. A random hair too, that's kind of gross. So you can see the sockets are basically the same. So yeah, this was designed to replace this. If you have one of these old angle head flashlights like this, or maybe you have one of the older style mag lights that uses this same bulb, check this out. This is an awesome upgrade for an old flashlight. So I have here my other 991 that already has this upgrade in it. On their site they claim this will give you 130 lumens, which in this day and age with all the crazy powerful flashlights you can get from obscure little companies anymore, it's not 130 lumens isn't exactly state of the art. But oh my, is it better than the 20 or 30 lumens you get with this old thing here. is quite the improvement. You can still see this flickers a little bit because the batteries are so loose inside of this. So I found you could fix that by taking your 2D batteries that power this light and wrap them in masking tape. Yeah. Wrap them in masking tape to take care of that play, and then your light won't flicker anymore either. But we're not talking about that. We're supposed to be talking about this LED module that I'm using in these lights now. What an awesome upgrade it is. I definitely recommend it. It makes an already very practical, useful light even better. And even though even this doesn't exactly make it state-of-the-art in the way of brightness anymore, it's definitely a huge improvement. So it at least helps it compete and keep up, you know. So what we're going to do is we're going to, unscrew the head of this, and then unscrew this clear ring on the back of your reflector. And out comes your PR6 bulb. In goes this little beauty here. Put everything back just like it was. And then maybe I'll turn the lights off to give the full effect here. Oh yeah, what an improvement that is. So again, with the shallow reflectors in these lights, you don't exactly get a whole lot of distance with this, like you do with the mag lights back there. Mag lights have much deeper reflectors in them. Maybe that was intentional. Maybe they purposefully designed this so the light didn't carry too far when, again, you're out in the field and you don't want to draw attention to yourself. You don't want to make your position known to the wrong people. Maybe they purposefully didn't want the light to shine super far with this, so you're not going to light something up on the other side of the lake or whatever like you can with a mag light. But for up close work, when you need to light up a large area without completely washing everything out and blinding yourself, I think this is a good way to do it. It makes a classic and very useful flashlight even better. So I will post a link to the page on Super Bright LEDs. I'm not being paid by them to endorse them or anything. That's just the way it happened. This is where I got these LEDs. And it's definitely a good upgrade for the old Model 991 angle headlight. Or again, if you have one of the older style mag lights. Or any older battery. Any older battery. But it's a good way to put some new life into an old flashlight if you have an older light that uses the PR6 bulb and 2D batteries, and then I think there's some versions of this LED that will work with lights that use 3D batteries. Gotta be careful you get the right one. And oh, is it definitely worth checking out. It makes an already classic, very, very useful and practical light even better.